All right, let me try to work out the second example of the section through the steps. So we have a function g, which is square root of x squared plus 1. When you find the derivative of g prime. And this section is about the chain rule. The chain rule deals with composition of functions. When you try to find the derivative of composition of functions, we need to use chain rule. For example, if h is a function of power n to another function f, then when we find the derivative of h, we need to take the derivative of this power function, so we get n times f of x to the n minus 1 using the power rule. But then we need to also multiply the derivative and the function f itself, because f is a function also. So to use the chain rule in this example, we need to rewrite this function g as a composition of functions. Specifically, we can rewrite this g as a power of x squared plus 1. And this power here will be half. So n will be equal to half because you're taking the square root of a function x squared plus 1. So f will be x squared plus 1 and n will be half. Okay, so let's just rewrite the g in the form of power. Okay, so okay, we're this okay, let me just do it. Okay, so g can be rewritten as fx to the n, where fx equals x squared and okay. I don't want to change the font. Okay, so n will be equal to half, right? Because we are taking the square root of this function f, so n equals what? N equals half. Okay, n equals half. Then just use the chain rule. Okay, so g prime. So that's not h, it's g is n times fx to the n minus 1 times f prime. So n equals half. So let's just do it step by step. So we get half in front and fx to the n. So that'll be x squared plus 1 to the n minus 1, not the n, I'm sorry. So n is half again, just plug in half for n in the exponent. Okay, then we need to take the multiply the derivative. So we need to multiply the derivative of this x squared plus 1. You know how to do that. Okay, So just you know, keep the thing first part. So there's half times x squared plus 1 to the half minus 1. So again, we're subtracting fractions. So we need to rewrite everything with the same denominator. So the first term exponent is 1/2. Then we need to write 1 as a fraction with fraction 2. So that'd be 2 over 2, isn't it? And also the derivative x squared plus 1, we can take the derivative term by term. So that will be the derivative x squared plus the derivative 1, isn't it? Okay, so let's see. So let's just do it term by term. Okay. Okay, so this is slow. My computer is kind of slow. Okay, so x squared prime and the 1 prime. Okay, so now 1/2 minus 2 over 2 is 1 minus 2, so it's -1. So the numerator of the exponent is -1. The denominator of the exponent is 2. Okay, so that's 1 minus 2 is -1. So the whole thing will be just the -1 over 2, isn't it? So that's the first part, and then we got this derivative of f, which is 1 prime is 0, as we know, so we don't. So that's pretty straight. And the derivative of x squared, we did it before. If we use the power rule, x to n, the derivative of x to the n is n times x to n minus 1. So that'd be 2 times x to 2 minus 1. So just show the details again here in case you forget. So then we can simplify everything. Okay, once again, we don't have to worry about the first part. Well, we can actually rewrite the x squared plus 1 to -1/2 in the denominator to get rid of the negative exponent. So why don't we do that? So then we can rewrite the whole thing as 1/2 times another fraction. Okay, so that'd be 1 over x squared plus 1 to the half. All right. Okay, and then we have the other thing from the derivative of f. So that'd be what? 2 times x to the 1, isn't it? X to 1 is just x, as we know. And we we don't have to worry about the 0 in second term. So that's just that. Okay, so let's just simplify this further a little more. So 2x to the 1 is just 2x. Okay, now we can do a little simplification. Half times 2 is 1, so they cancel. And then x times 1 over this x squared plus 2 to the half. We can rewrite it as a 1 fraction, okay? We can put the x on the top. At the same time, we can rewrite x squared plus 1 to the half as square root x squared plus 1. Okay, we know the half power of something is just the square root of it. So the denominator is just square root of x squared plus 1, and the numerator is just the it's just the x. Okay. So this is the answer.